So, hello everyone. Thank you so much for the kind and gracious words. I'm very grateful to be here first. We all have been very much inspired about TEDx and all the knowledge, inspiration that we are able to get. One of the finest thing that has been happened to me was first thing that is about learning that money is very important at very early stage. So I was fortunate enough to guided and mentored by people who were able to understand, who were able to live that life and able to transform that knowledge and energy, that this is something very critical and important. Something that everyone has spoken about is money is very critical. No one can deny the fact that dharmasya moolam artham, मनी के बिना कोई भी चीज़ दुनिया में मूव इजीली करती नहीं है. Fundamentally, I was fortunate to learn that early. That led to certain elementary things that I was able to embed in my life. Uh, Being one part of middle class family at a very early stage, and of course having to say that you have to do something really good in your life so that your parents are proud of you. In addition to that, I was able to identify that what are the things that I can do in best of my ability and capacity that will lead to something that is beneficial to me, my parents, and the overall society. In order to execute that, I was very committed from day one. Trust me, the kind of dedication I have shown to myself, it has led to a lot of things. From the, I'm sure 90% of people who have been here would be talking about and seeing that journey. If they are talking about, this is how their life journey is. Number one thing that people will be able to observe that while I was a child, I was able to secure around 95%. While you are growing up, that percentage gradually reduces. How many of you feel that is true? What usually happens? You are very smart, very dedicated, everything was going pretty great. What starts happening afterwards? It is about your distractions start taking place, and that's where I started distinguish myself from others. Number one thing that I started focusing on was I learned that I need to be really successful person, and for that, I started doing boring stuff. So while people used to bunk the classes, I used to stay in the classes forever. While people used to go for parties, I started staying more. I started avoiding those, saying that I have a puja at home, I have this at home, this, and number of reasons I have given to the distractions that people are easily giving into. That led me to lot of factors playing into place, and I was fortunate enough to get into 13 IIM calls while I was chasing it. It was about 2.5 years journey where I'll speak where I have failed multiple times. I had given 42 exams where I have failed in 2.5 years. What was the result out of it? It made me a better person. In addition to that, what all I was able to achieve at the end of 2.5 years, I'll be very happy to talk about. I was able to crack, as I mentioned, 13 IIM calls. In addition to that, I was able to crack GPSC class 1, 2. I was able to crack Staff Selection Commission. I was able to crack Ministry of Home Affairs in Intelligence Bureau. Everything within this almost similar time frame. How I was able to do that? I started avoiding all the distractions that were already there and people were giving in. While I'm saying that, I got 13 IIM calls, trust me, it's not an easy journey. For specifically a guy who is from Gujarati medium, who has been average or below average student, who has been just able to learn things in his own pace and in his own ways. In 2012, while I graduated from BVM, I was giving my exam of symbiosis, SNAP, and I got rejected in my interview, final interview. It was very heartbreaking. But at the same time, the very same day I got the result, उस time पे Facebook was the thing. I wrote something on Facebook which is about something happened today. I was not able to crack SIBM Pune, which was at that time my dream college. I had written, I am not able to crack SIBM Pune today, but at the same time, I will be able to crack IIMs. 2012, my feed, and 2015, when I got my final call into IIM and final conversion into IIM, the same feed, I was able to take a screenshot and post it. That this is the dedication I'm talking about. This is something, if you are very dedicated, you will be able to achieve. This is something you must be very much aware that where you exactly want to be. If this journey talks about the dedication, the kind of perseverance, the kind of things that are needed to succeed in life, it doesn't end there. Trust me, it has to be a life changing journey while you are learning, while you are developing yourself. Why I was not able to achieve something at very early stage in my first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, 42 other exams that I had given, why I was not able to achieve that. I was the same person, right? I was still not able to achieve that because I felt after a point in time, no, I was not the same person. While I started developing my skills into doing at least 18 to 20 hours a day, no, I was not the same person than others. I was, first of all, able to think that I will be able to beat people who have been native speaker of English for at least 20 years of their life from Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, who parents are giving them environment of speaking English, understanding, learning, increasing their vocabulary like anything. I was understanding how I can beat them. I was developing my plans. I was developing my strategies. Each and every damn move that I was doing, it was completely taking me one step closer to my goal. And that is something I'm currently telling you guys. It's very important to know where exactly you want to head to, how you can define your plan, how exactly you can strategize you would like to do. As many people have already mentioned, I would again try to mention that 100 hours, if you are spending in any specific skills, you are going to be above 90% of the entire world in that specific domain. That has to be very dominated area that you want to do something. Try to learn things that are really happening. As I mentioned, that I have done lots and lots of boring stuff, but at the same time, as we talk about ikigai, I was also able to find my true space where I wanted to be. I really wanted to make an impact to life of many people. So I am on a mission of helping at least 1 million entrepreneurs to impact at least 1 billion lives. That's something that I have been very much committed to. I have helped more than 10,000 founders in my journey in terms of fundraising, in terms of many things that they are still not able to get it very easy, because founding a company is not an easy task. 90% of the founders fail. And having said that, I'm still trying to help them. Reason being, it's always lonely on the top. So if I understand that a lot of pain points are already there on the top, and if I'm able to create something which is helpful and meaningful to the specific set of audience, I'm very happy to take that call for my life. That I left my comfortable life, which I was earlier doing at ICICI Prudential. I was earning pretty well. For everyone who thinks that money is something that they should be having in account very clearly, just telling you some of the perks. I was the things that I just mentioned. I was not able to go to parties. I started avoiding every distraction that was on the way. Once I was able to do certain things in life, I started having my enjoyment in life, which talks about me having smaller parties with my closer groups. I started having my international trips while I was able to do it, because my all the friends who were not doing that great, they were not able to achieve something that much. Trust me, I have been doing things that are far beyond their even expectations. I have lived that life, each and everything that talks about ikigai, where you will be able to find your purpose, you will be able to find what exactly you would like to do, you will be able to find what exactly you love, and how you would like to contribute to the society as a whole. It is always about the kind of greater good that you are able to communicate and you are able to commit yourself to. And once you are able to do that, you will find that all the entire universe will come into place while you are being comfortable while being uncomfortable. Why I'm saying that, it was very boring for me to spend at least 18 to 20 hours a day at that point in time. Trust me, I was looking at all the friends. Yeah, he is going for this party, he's going here, he has been doing a lot of stuff, he has been roaming around the world, this, that, everything I was able to see at that point in time. But I believe that was not the right time for me. I waited for my right time, and when the time was right, everything started happening. And I then understood, there are times to let things happen, there are times to make things happen. You have to wait for your right time. When the time is right, everything will fall into place, and that will lead you to a life where you had already thought of, and you are living someone else's dream life. I have been hearing from a lot of my friends that this is something that Nikhil we are very much inspired with, and that's something coming from really good friends, and that's something I feel fortunate enough to work on something that I completely believe into. So entire journey that I have already been doing is something I am already very much grateful to a lot of people. I always try to mention someone that is starting their startup, and a lot of things that you will be doing in life. One thing you have to make sure that you are very very much committed to the thing that you are always wanting. One thing that you can say I had given my everything to, even if that doesn't happen over a period of time, you still have to feel okay that I had given my 100%. That's something that you should be passionate about. This is something where you will feel that there are certain things in life that are in your control. There are certain things in life that you cannot control. So you should always start worrying about what are the controllable elements in your life, what are the things that you would like to work upon, what are the things that are going to help you putting in that much effort, energy, dedication, so that you can achieve something that is very dear to you guys. So that's something very specific I would love you guys to having a look upon. Having said that, I started my journey when I was able to learn that a lot of founders are facing a lot of challenges while they are raising funds from the investors. Investors are having minimum 8 type of investors are there, where people are unable to understand. Always, all the founders that we have been meeting, they always feel that they should be funded because they have an idea. Everyone feels that my idea is unique, my idea is great, my idea is $1 billion idea. Everyone feels that. And having said that, they feel that people should be backing them just because they have a good idea in their view. Probably investors don't feel that way. In that particular line, how the founders can derive what exactly is needed is something you have to understand from the investor perspective. Why I am saying that, there are multiple angles. Probably you are saying that my idea is great. How about your execution team? Do you have a co-founder? How about the product that you are selling? What are the kind of average order value that you are going to get? What kind of unit economics you will be working with? While you scale up, will you be able to make money, or you will be losing money like in $1 billion? What will be the valuation in subsequent rounds? There are n number of things that investors are looking forward to, which founders are not aware. They just feel that my idea is really good, I have done this much, and I feel I should be funded. So all the things that are needed in life, I'm again mentioning, you have to do your research well, you have to know where you are heading, and specifically when you are heading towards something that is exactly you're passionate about, you have found, or you are on your way to find an ikigai. Trust me, there will be no one day where you will be specifically waking up and saying, yeah, this is something I was born to do. You have to structure your idea, you have to develop your idea, you have to work on your idea for a few years so that it makes actually sense to you. Always I had to construct it over a day by day, brick by brick, and entirely at the end of it, trust me, the kind of things that you will build over a period of time, that will give you satisfaction, and that's something that you should be living for. And while living, there is not something that you should be living. You should be living with a thing that is particularly going to stay with you. If you like singing, do sing. If you like dancing, dance. Do anything that is making you happier, to have a overall better life. But find out the right time for it. There, as I mentioned, there are times to let things happen, there are times to make things happen. Once, as I mentioned, I really like dancing, singing, everything. Trust me, today I know 5 different dances: salsa, bachata, kizomba, lindy hop, tango. I have done each and everything. I'm again mentioning, it was just about that right set of time that I was waiting for. So uh, that's all I would like to say. But having said that, I would like to leave everyone with one thing. Uh, Always be very, very careful what you wish for. You might get it. And everything in life comes at a cost. When you are attaching both of this, you will understand what kind of cost you have to pay for what kind of dreams you are going to see. Thank you very much.